Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm not wearing any makeup right now, and so pretty much that just means I'm gonna do a little get ready with me, and I'm gonna take you along with me because I think it's fun. And you know, I'd rather have, well, never mind. I was gonna say I'd rather have company, but obviously I'm just gonna be sitting here by myself talking to you guys. And you know, now it's weird because whenever I first started my YouTube channel and I would talk to the camera, it felt so incredibly strange and awkward and weird to me because I didn't know who was listening. You know, I didn't know, anyways. Now I've communicated with so many of you that I like have some of your thumbnails and stuff in mind whenever I'm making these videos, so I really actually feel like I'm talking to somebody. So anyways, I love making these videos because I get to just kind of let my hair down and be myself. And you know, usually whenever I'm making a skincare, product review or something like that, and I'm talking about ingredients and how they're beneficial for the skin, this little like serious, I don't know, scientist-y chemist comes out in me, and I just feel like even when I'm editing the videos, I'm like, smile, or I don't know, I just feel like I'm not behaving like myself. I'm more like a, just relaying information, So anyways, so these are just fun to me, and it's Friday. If it were a little bit later, I would be having a glass of wine, but right now, if I decided to have a glass of wine, I would be on the floor before the video was over. So anyways, I'm gonna do this, get ready with me. It's just gonna be a really simple, kind of an everyday look. I decided to go out and buy just a bunch of Milani products. Most of the products that I'm gonna be using are Milani. I just decided to try something different, and I felt like Milani, most of the products are pretty inexpensive, and I hear a lot of people saying good things about them. So I went and picked up a bunch of those, and so that's what I'm gonna do, put together a little look for you. I'm no makeup artist. Clearly, you're gonna figure that out within like the first, 30 seconds of me applying makeup. And, I'm not really the go-to girl, but this is just how I do it, for a 40 and up kind of girl. Sometimes we can't do what the younger girls do because we don't have the tight skin. I mean, some of you do, and you do a great job, but me, I'm a little bit makeup challenged. So this is just how I put on my makeup, and so I hope you enjoy it. So anyways, I've got a little mirror right here. I'm gonna bring you in real close. I don't have any makeup on right now, but I did go ahead and put on my eye cream and my face cream, and I curled my eyelashes just because I just don't like the way I look without curled eyelashes. I don't have any mascara on, but it's just one of those things, whenever they say like, if you were ever on a deserted island, what's one, product or tool that you could take with you? It would definitely be a eyelash curler. Well, no, it would not be an eyelash curler actually. If I were on a deserted island, it would be like something that I could cook, or feed myself with. But anyways, you know that question. So, eyelashes are curled. I don't have anything on my eyebrows. However, if you're new to my channel, then you probably don't know, or maybe you do, maybe you just noticed it. I tattooed my eyebrows. I tattooed them myself. They were getting super, super thin. I was an overplucker in the 90s because I wanted to look just like Pamela Anderson. And so I totally overplucked. They got so thin, and then with my hypothyroidism, I just started losing even more. And so it just got to the point where it's just like, it's just terrible, just super, super sparse. So I just took matters into my own hands and purchased some tools online and, just went to town. And I like it because now whenever I go swimming or, I'm at the beach or whatever, I'm not so worried, even though, it's not exactly how I'd like to have them. I would like them a little bit thicker. And I can do that with makeup if I want to, but this at least gives me something so that it's just not like a few hairs here and there, Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna pull you in a little bit closer, and I've got, like I said, a mirror right here, and then let's get started. So the first thing that I'm gonna use is this Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer. It looks like this. And you need a very, very little bit. I'm talking, I feel like I'm going cross-sided right now. Like that is probably too much. I think I just put way too much. Okay, and it's kind of light. This is pretty light. I think I should have probably gotten a little bit darker of a color, but I didn't. And then I just pat it in. I just pat it in really good. I don't like to do rubbing and stuff like that. I've said that in so many videos. I like to be super, super gentle. I really like this concealer because, as you can see, there is no like shine whatsoever. And I really like that. It's really light. Is it too light? So let's see, where else? You might notice that I'm a little bit flaky in certain areas. I put on my Sanita's peeling cream the other day, day before yesterday. And it always takes a couple days for me to start peeling from it. So I haven't started peeling yet, but. Okay, I think I have enough concealer on. It looks so white, so funny. It really did the job of like covering up any like discoloration and stuff, I think. Did it? Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna use is this Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and this is a light beige. And I love what it said, you know, Conceal and Perfect. I'm like, that's what I wanna do. So, and I'm gonna be, you know, freaking everybody out by using this. I just prefer these over brushes and blenders and anything. I'm just gonna go ahead and go all the way down to my belly button. Sometimes I end up, I mean, I don't take it to my belly button, but I take it like way down my chest and just everywhere. Okay, so I've got my foundation on, and I think I really love the color of this foundation. I really like the way that it wears. Both of this concealer and the foundation, they have a very, very matte finish. And I love that. Some people like a really glowy finish, and I do not at all. I think whenever I personally glow, it draws attention to my imperfections, and I just don't like that. So anyways, I really prefer a very matte finish, and this definitely gives it to me. I could probably get away without even using powder. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna do, now you guys, I've got this terrible, this terrible pimple right here, like right up above my lip. I don't even know how that happened, but anyways, it's one of those like really big, like under the skin, you know, ones that you can't even, you know, you just have to wait for it to go away. It's not like you can even mess with it, because if it was mess with itable, I would definitely be messing with it, because I just can't help myself. Anyways, okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put on my under eye setting powder. And this is not Milani, but this is like, once I find something that just becomes a holy grail, I just won't even use anything else. It's the e.l.f. setting powder. I think it's just perfect. It's translucent, and it looks white at first, like the powder looks white, but then it turns translucent. It's super, super fine, so it doesn't, you know, get real cakey looking or anything like that. So I really, really like it. And I just, you know, pat it in right under here. I always try to get it in my corners, because no matter what, whenever I put eyeliner in my waterline, it always comes off of the corners. I don't know why. And then it just droops down. It looks so funny. And I'm not sure if this even helps. Sometimes I forget to put it in the outside corners. I always remember to put it in the inside corners. Okay, so that just takes away any shine, even though, you know, I don't know if I really had any shine to begin with. I'm sorry, I keep looking in my viewfinder because I'm just trying to see if I'm blurring or not. Sometimes if I move around too much, I just all of a sudden get blurred, and I would die if I went to go edit this and then I was blurred. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and address the eyebrows, because for whatever reason, and I always retouch up the eyebrows, but I never feel like my makeup is looking nice if I don't have like my eyebrows semi-done, you know. So I'm going to be using this brow fix, and it's the light, and it's by Milani also. This is my favorite. This was my favorite before I decided to do this video, and I just love it. And I use the darkest color, and then I just fill it in. I just kind of follow, you know, what I did with the tattoo, and that just seems to kind of work out for me. Make it a little bit thicker, a little bit more bold. And I like to use one of these little like magnifying mirrors. I just feel like I can be really, really more precise. Whoops. Right when I said that, and then I just mess up. Okay, where's my... I'm having issues. Can you see? Okay, that looks good enough for me. I know a lot of you would prefer if I went a lot thicker, but you know, I don't know. You know, everybody has their personal preference, and when I go too thick, I end up looking like the Grouch from Sesame Street. Okay, so this might look really bold right now, but once I have my makeup on and stuff, I feel like it might blend better. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on some blush, and this is the Milani powder blush. And oh my God, these are so gorgeous. This thing is probably gonna last me for like 2 years, because I can't even make a dent in it, and I've been using it for like a week. I've been using all of these products for about maybe a week now, you know, just breaking them in and stuff, and, you know, seeing how I like them, and I really do like them a lot. Okay, so, you know, like I said, I'm not the go-to girl for application. I usually put some right in here, just kind of give me a little bit of color on the cheekbone area. And then I do put blush on the balls of my cheeks. You know, I know a lot of people do it way down here and stuff, but, you know, I'm just kind of old school, stuck in my ways, you know. I don't know. I like pink cheeks. I just think I like to put it where I would naturally get like color if I were going to be out in the sun, you know, and I wouldn't get a line here, you know. I would get it right all in here, you know, and then the tip of my nose also, and then I put a little bit on my chin just to kind of blend everything together, and then I might put a little bit right here and here. Like, I just go crazy with it pretty much. But I love it. Isn't this such a beautiful color? I just think it's so pretty. It's subtle enough. Wow, I love this. I absolutely love it. And okay, so that's where I'm going to stop with the blush. It might look like a little bit right now, a little bit too much right now, but I'm going to probably put a little bit of powder over it at the very end. So I'm just going to leave it just like this, just for now. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my eyelids. And I bought this palette, and it's called Earthy Elements, and it looks like this. And oh, it's so, so pretty. Now the colors here, they look more earth tone than they actually apply. Like, I feel like they apply with a lot more of a peach undertone to them. I'm only going to use one color. Well, two probably, but I'm not going to have like a transition color and all these other things. I usually stick with a one color look, especially on an everyday kind of, you know, thing. And I'm going to go ahead and use the little brush that it came with. I don't know, I just kind of like it. I'm not really picky. I'm not picky about certain things, and that's definitely one of them. So this is the color that I'm going to use right here, and I'm not sure what color that is, but I will put it in an annotation or something like that. And it looks like it's just a really light brown, but it comes on really peachish, and I actually kind of like that because I never wear colors like this, but I do love it. And I'm going to use this little tiny mirror so that I can be really precise. Oops. And I'm only applying that to my mobile eyelid right now because it just occurred to me that typically I apply like a whole base color just so that, because my eyelids are a little bit oily and I don't like using primers. I've never found one. I've tried a couple and they make my eyelids super, super sticky, and like they make them look 10 years older. And so I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but anyways, and then I'm going to put a little base color just so that, you know, there's not a lot of creasing and stuff like that. So I'm still going to use that same color and just do my other mobile eyelid. I'm going to go back in, and this is what I should have done in the first place. I'm going to use this color right here, and I'm just going to take it all the way up to my eyebrow. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with that first color, and I'm just going to take it up where I typically would. I actually just kind of follow the curve of my eyeball. That's really all I do. That's what I do. Then I'll just rest my eyelid and see kind of how far I want this color to go up, because I'm only going to use one color. And I kind of want to do it just right in here a little bit. Okay. I'm going to stop right there, and then I'm going to do the other eye just exactly the same. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm actually going to look crazy right now. So in order to like kind of soften the transition, the only thing that I'm gonna do and just kind of lighten it all together is I'm gonna take the Milani powder, the face powder that I'm gonna use, and that's what I'm gonna use to just soften that transition. I'll show you how I do that. Just like that. Okay, so just kind of like that, and you know, this powder has a lot of really nice kind of yellowish undertones, and I've got yellow undertones in my skin. And so it just kind of really blends it out really nice without me having to brush my eyelid over and over and just move that skin around, you know? So that's what I do to soften the edges. Okay, so everything always kind of looks funny until you put on your eyeliner and mascara and, you know, your powder and everything else. Everything just kind of has to blend. I need to put on some lipstick. I don't have any lipstick on either. But I've got this Stay Put waterproof eyeliner, and it's by Milani, and I just really, really love it. Oh my gosh, it goes on so easy, and it's waterproof, so, but it's still kind of, I don't know, I've never found an eyeliner that just completely stays on my waterline all day long. You know, I'm always having to kind of touch it up. And this one is the same way. They always want to come off on the outside corner for some reason. So anyways, let me put that on. So it's starting to come together a little bit better. Now I'm going to put on my mascara. God, I keep itching right around here really bad because I put on my, you know, Sanita's peeling cream the other night, Wednesday night, and it starts to get really itchy, especially around my nose, and it's flaking just a little bit, which is a good sign because I want to get a good peel out of this. But anyways, okay, let me put on my mascara and then let's hurry up with this process. And this is the Covergirl Professional Waterproof. You know, I think everybody has a really personal preference when it comes to mascara, and for me, this one's it. It was, I mean, there was no point in me purchasing a Milani mascara, mainly because they didn't have any waterproof, not at the store that I was at. And then I always come back to this one no matter what. Not to say that there aren't other good ones out there, because I've tried other ones that I really liked, but I just always come back to this. So I don't know, this is the one I use. So let me go ahead and put that on and we'll speed through this part. Okay, so the mascara is on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put on some face powder, and I showed it to you a minute ago. This is the Milani Powder Foundation, and this is number 2, Fresco. And I really like it because it's it's got a lot of yellow undertones, and I don't know, it just works really good with my skin color. You know what, I'm starting to think I should have chosen the blush that had a little bit more peach undertones, because this is very, very much of a peachy look. Even the lipstick that I'm going to show you in just a second. So anyways, let me go ahead and just apply some powder. Okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to apply my little lip combo, and this is Milani, and it's called number 4 All Natural. And this is a little bit more peachy than I'm used to. Typically I use more of a mauve color, and at first I thought this was more of a mauve. It looks like it from the outside, but it actually has some peach undertones. So let me show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to use this Milani lipstick. It's a matte lipstick, and it's called 60 Matte Innocence. And it's just a very, 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 just your typical standard nude, and I really like that. It's a little bit too matte for me, so I always try to put on, I'm going to go ahead and put on a little bit of chapstick right now. Put on a little bit of chapstick just to soften up my lips, because I don't want to look like I have just cracked lips or something like that, you know. So, okay, so let me go ahead and put on this little combo and show you what it looks like. See what it looks like? I mean, it's such a natural color, but it's just a tad bit more peach than my lip color, but I really, really like it. I've told you guys before, I've had so many fever blisters on this whole side of my lip that I just lost a lot of pigment. So I'm trying to fix it with some lip liner. Okay, so here's the beautiful, and I just love the packaging of all these Milani products. All this gold. This is so pretty. I just think it's so pretty. But anyways, okay, so here we go. I can never, like, you know, pucker my lips and do all that stuff like some of the girls do with their big, beautiful, luscious lips. Now this is not staying covered. It is really wanting to be shown. Little stinker. Okay. All right, so this is kind of the finished look. Now I'm gonna go take down my hair and stuff, and then I'll come back and just show you. I might need to fix something. I'm not sure. I always kind of do whenever I go to the bathroom. I'm like, whoops, and then I'll fix it, and then I'll just come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is the final look. It's kind of a peachy, orangey. I don't know. Maybe I should stick with like earth tone kind of look, but it's more peach than earth tone, I think. Anyways, this is just kind of the look that I've been doing for like the last week. Like ever since I bought these products, I've just been putting together this look because I really like it. I feel like it's a real fresh, just kind of a, I don't want to say natural, because I think the second somebody can tell that you're wearing eyeshadow, it's no longer a natural look. But anyways, you know what I mean. It's just more of a natural look. It's not like a glamorous, it's kind of an everyday, you know, kind of look. So anyways, I hope you like it. And I want to leave you with this because I was just thinking about it this morning whenever I woke up. I don't know why, it was like the first thing on my mind, but I was thinking, you know, where do some of the sayings come from? Like some of the sayings that we hear often, some of them I even say, I'm just like, where do they come from? Like one of them is, it's raining cats and dogs. You know, I'm thinking, who started that and why? Like at what point were cats and dogs ever falling from the sky and people were like, you know what would be a good saying? I'm just gonna start this, and why did it kind of like go viral, you know, and everybody's saying it. But another one is, and I think this one is so demented, but they'll say like, you know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And I'm like, first of all, who out there is skinning cats? And why would that come to anybody's mind when they're trying to come up with a saying that means, you know, there's more than one way to do something, you know what I mean? I was just like, oh my gosh, that sounds so creepy. Like some serial killer or something, you know, came up with that one. And another one is like, and I say this all the time, I'm like, oh my gosh, I was on cloud 9. And I was thinking, why isn't cloud 10 the best? Like, why is cloud 9 the best? And what's wrong with cloud 1? What happened on cloud 1 that cloud 1 was just like, that's not the cloud you want to be on, it's 9. Anyways, I think I'm overthinking it a little bit. But anyways, if you know a comment like that, put it in my comment section because I'd love to read them and I'd love to just get a little laugh out of them. And guys, it is Friday, so don't forget to have a little glass of wine and go ahead and give me like a little virtual, I don't know, cheers or toast or something like that. What can we toast to? We'll toast to like, I don't know, makeup and skincare. Keep it nice and non-deep whatsoever. Just very, very shallow. I'm just joking. But anyways, yeah, let's toast. Let's toast and just have a good night. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good weekend and thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.